You know, there's nothing truly holding you back, right? I mean, it may seem like there are. Maybe there are physical obstacles in the way created by other people, or at least they seem physical. Maybe you're stuck somewhere you don't want to be. But truly, if you break it all down, there's nothing really holding you back. You just think that there are. What is your perception of yourself, Chief? What is it? Because if you think that's definite, if you think that's something that is permanent, then that's where you're already going wrong. All the things you think about yourself, I can make a wager and a bet with you that a lot of them don't actually come from you. They come from other people. And look, if everything about ourselves comes from within ourselves, that could be dangerous. That could have terrible implications for narcissism and ego. But at the same time, a lot of the negative stuff that is irrelevant, that isn't true, doesn't even come from you. It comes from other people's projections. You want to be something, Chief? You admire something that you want to be? Go and be it. Simple, isn't it? That sounds stupid and simple, but what do those words make you feel? Because changing oneself just starts as simply as that. Yes, the actual change itself, to become the person you want to be, can take ages, years, but it starts with a unlocking, with the simple words, just go and be it. Your self-perception, it's in the word perception. The implications of that word aren't permanent. It's your perception of something, which usually means not the truth. My perception of a situation may not necessarily be the actual situation. Let's say opinions. I see a scenario, maybe, let's say, for the random example, I see two cunts arguing behind me. Right in that bit right there. My perception of it is completely different from someone sat on a bench right next to them. Your self-perception can change. And it can be influenced, like how my perception of this made-up argument is influenced based on where I'm stood right now. You are influenced based on what people tell you about yourself. And a lot of the time, let's be honest, people are negative. It could be banter, which is fine. But humans, we're inherently negative creatures. This isn't me shitting over human beings, but a lot of the time, subconsciously, everyone's just trying to push everyone else down so they can feel better in themselves. And that can have a long-term effect on you. If you're not watching the thoughts that come out of your head, where do they even come from, you know? This negativity, if you're not careful, you can convince it that's who you are. And what beliefs stem from that, you know? Like yesterday's video. You can convince yourself you're not destined to do anything but be who you are now. Your perception of yourself is based on your reality, and guess what? You can change your reality. Let's say your perception is negative because people keep putting you down because you are in a situation or an environment where maybe you're not as good as you want to be at something, you're not as socially apt, whatever. You can respect yourself more than you ever have. But first you have to ask yourself, what would make you respect yourself? I'll give you an example that I always use, but since going to the gym, since consistently working on something, since proving to myself that no matter what life throws at me, I will remain disciplined and always, even if I fall off the wagon, come back to this. My journey, I've gained a higher respect for myself that never truly goes away. Using the gym as the example, if you got down the fucking gym and ended up going 3 times a week, and then you went to 4, and then you went to 5. After about 2 to 3 months, you'd be the guy that goes to the gym, the guy that is working on himself. You wouldn't be someone getting into the gym because your brain would get used to the fact that you go, and that would be something that you associate with yourself, and then your self-perception changes. Because that's all it really is. Perception is doing and believing. Just doing things and then believing you are that thing. That's all it is. And it all starts with action, because you can sit there and you can fantasize, and you can think, and you can have all these negative or positive or whatever the fuck thoughts you can have, but change comes with action. And action creates perception. Do you understand? Whatever you want to do, you can do it. But just start doing it. And fuck what anyone else thinks, because the thing is, Chief, you could be the most impressive person in the world, but if someone doesn't believe what you're selling, they could still see you as nothing. So out of everyone that you're trying to impress, there's only one person that you should really be trying to earn the respect of, and that is, of course, yourself. Second and third, people close to you, people that opinions would actually matter to you, but mostly, if you're not impressed by yourself, then that's where you've got to start. And don't get me wrong, Chief, you will have many moments, even if you achieve that self-respect, where you will let yourself down. But just make sure that you impress yourself more than you let yourself down. Never give up on yourself as well. Just keep hustling. Because becoming a hustler is a great perception of yourself to have. Action, Chief. And you know what that means. Say less. Do more. Share this video to someone if they need to hear it, Chief. See you later.